And if you don't know what hitting pan means, that is when you use a typically powder product so much that you hit the pan or the back of the receptacle holder, whatever this is called, whatever it comes in, you hit the bottom. Basically, hitting pan is hitting the bottom of a product, and it's very satisfying. It is very satisfying to use something so much to see the bottom of it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm a Virgo. I like finishing things. I like getting my money's worth out of stuff. I like getting the most possible use that I can out of products. So hitting pan is super satisfying to me. And here in front of me today, I have seven items that I have hit pan on that I would like to share with you today. Because if you hit pan on something, it obviously means you liked it. So I think it's worth noting, and I think it's worth talking about. So if you like pans and if you like learning about good products, then please keep on watching. Alright, so the first product that I am going to talk about is a bronzer, and it is a cult favorite of many, and it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This bronzer is excellent. It is the first bronzer that I felt confident using, and I have not only hit pan, I have destroyed pan. I am probably going to have to buy a new one soon. And I will admit that this is like the most fragile item I have ever owned. A lot of the pan that is missing is from being broken off, but I did also hit pan with my brush, so it's all cool. It's weird the way they set this up. I don't know if you can see it. You see how there's like a gap between where the product is and the pan? So if you push down too hard, pieces just kind of break off. And I tend to go in pretty aggressively with the brush. Oh, hi Bert! Thank you for joining us. That was super sweet of you. It's Bert! It's a bean man! Hi! Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So when I go in with my bronzers, I tend to go a little hard. I really like to get in there. So, you know, maybe I'm just being too aggressive and that's why it's breaking off. But, this is a well-loved item. I really love this bronzer. I really like the tone of it. I think this is their light. They do have a regular. I believe they recently came out with more shades too, which is great because bronzer shades are not universal and everyone has different skin types, and bronze can mean many different things. But I really like the shade light, and it smells amazing. Normally I don't like scents in my products, but for bronzer it's fine. And it's very soft, it's very buttery. That's why it's the butter bronzer. It's very soft and it's very buttery and it's very beautiful, and I'm definitely gonna buy another one because I love it so much. Alright, so the next two products I'm going to talk about together because they are the same type of item from the same brand, and they are ColourPop Super Shock Highlights. I love the ColourPop Super Shock formula. It is so unique. If you haven't tried it, it's like a creamy powder. It's very interesting. It's impossible to describe, but it's the most amazing texture. And this is the shade Lunch Money. It's like one of their most original highlight releases, and it's very well loved. I really loved this quite a bit. I mean, it's just so creamy, so reflective, so beautiful, and it's very well loved. And I don't know if I'll buy the same one. They're always coming out with new shades, and they're also interesting. One of their newer ones, it's not that new, it's from last summer, but one of their more recent ones that I've just hit pan on is called Double Down, and this one is even more reflective than Lunch Money. Lunch Money gives you like a blinding highlight, but like a natural blinding highlight, if that exists. But this one's just straight up blinding. Like, I know it's hard to demonstrate, but like, anyway. It's hard to show you, but you can tell by looking at it. It's like reflecting the light so strongly. It's just coming off as white on camera, but it's so beautiful. The formula is so nice, but these are really, really unique, cool highlighters. I love the texture. There's a lot of incredible colors. I would definitely recommend checking them out. Alright, so staying in the realm of highlighters, the next product I'm going to talk about that I hit pan on is also a highlighter, and it's from the drugstore. It's Maybelline Master Chrome, cult favorite by many, Molten Rose Gold, and as you can see, I have gone in pretty hard on this baby. But it's a beautiful highlight. I mean, it really does live up to the hype It's so reflective. It's not chunky at all. It's super, super finely milled, so there's no like big chunks of highlight or glitter in it, because the Master Chrome does have a couple other shades. I tried one of their Master Holographic highlighters that I thought would be just like this, but in a more purpley tone, and that one has big gross chunks of glitter in it and just like applies horribly. It falls all over the face. It's an absolute mess. But the Master Chrome in the shade Molten Rose Gold is absolutely beautiful. I feel like you have to stick with the chrome ones, stay away from the holographic ones because they're not even holographic and they're very chunky and gross. But this one is an absolute winner. I like to put this on my eyes too. I like it on the cheeks, I like it on the eyes. Could be a blush topper if you want. It's like nice and pinky. Oh, it's so pretty, and I want to get more colors. Alright, so moving away from highlighters and onto my next product I hit pan on, which is the CoverGirl Clean Matte Pressed Powder Oil Control. That's what it's called. But I really like this powder. I use it every single day, all the time. And what I like to do is take a tiny brush like this and really get into my T-zone, into the areas where I get oily really fast. So I like to go in around the nose, I like to go in on my forehead. Lately I've been getting real greasy on my upper lip. I don't know what that's about. That's never been a thing before, but I've been just blotting it with powder all the time. And I find it's pretty long wearing, or as long wearing as I need it to be. I don't want to be too dry because I have very dry skin, so that's why I sometimes get afraid of like those loose powders, and just kind of powders in general make me a little uneasy because even in the summertime I'm pretty dry. But I don't think this makes me look cakey at all. It's super pore blurring. I feel like I put this in my T-zone and I'm like, what pores? This is a great powder. I've had it for like probably less than a year and I've been getting really good use out of it. I feel like I would repurchase it. I think I would repurchase it again. It's really good. It does exactly what it says it's gonna do. It controls oil. And it's from the drugstore, so it's not too expensive, and I'm very impressed with it. All right, next up, we are bringing it back over to ColourPop, this time with Super Shock Shadow. Similar formula to the highlight, but different. This one is in the shade Flux With You. And as you can see, there's the pan right there. I hit it. I've been hitting it hard. But I really love this shade because it's very unique. It's like oh my god, it just fell out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's covered in cat hair. What do I do? I don't know what to do. It just fell out. I guess I shouldn't be holding it sideways like that. Oh, we gotta take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. The eyeshadow has been sanitized and has been cleaned up. Everything is okay. My advice, pan's not in there very securely, so if you pop it, of course now it's not coming out, but if you're shaking it around frivolously like I was, it might fall out. Be very careful, you've been warned. But what makes this eyeshadow so special is how beautiful the color is, because it's a nice shimmery finish, it's not too glittery, and it's a very unique gold shade. It almost has a bit of a like peachy undertone to it. I like that it's not a very yellowy gold, but it's also not champagne. It's definitely a deeper shade than champagne. And sometimes I'll just put this all over the lid and it looks absolutely beautiful. Let me see if I can swatch it for you. Wow, that's a pretty decent swatch. You can kind of see the color there. Isn't that so nice? It's like a nice brownie, almost topaz-y. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know if this is what topaz is, but I'm going for it. It's got just so many unique undertones to it. I feel like I've never seen another shadow that's quite like this. And it's very beautiful, and I'm probably gonna have to buy another one now because I did drop this on the ground. Flux With You from ColourPop. Hit pan. Alright, so the last product I'm going to talk about, I guess, is more of an honorable mention because I haven't hit pan by your traditional standards because it doesn't come in a pan. But I have hit the bottom. It is Glossier Holoscope, Haloscope, however you want to say it. and I have used it to the absolute end, and I have never finished a cream product before, so I thought it was worth mentioning. If you can see, oh, there's still extra on the sides. I'm gonna use that. But you can see this is the bottom right here. I'm at this point just scooping stuff out of the middle because it won't turn up anymore. It's turned up all the way. That's just plastic there. I love this so much. I was super suspicious when I first got it. I was like, this is a waste of money. This is just coconut oil with a little bit of shimmer. I can do this myself. And for $22, I believe it costs, I was really unimpressed. But the more I used it and the more I kind of changed the style of how I do my highlighter, I used to be very into the like crazy blinding highlight every day, which still, sometimes I'm still into that. But lately I've been more into like focusing on my blush and my bronzer and making that like the moment, and having the highlight just be like a hint. Like I want it to look more natural now. I want to look like I'm glowing from within. I want to look like I'm kissed by the sun, and this is perfect for that. And it's so beautiful. It's so perfect. It layers well on top of powder. I think $22 was a worthy investment because this lasts me, I think, like something like 9 months. Like this lasted a while, but I just wanted to give a little mention to my little friend. All right, that's it. That's the video. That's the whole thing. Those are all of the products that I have currently hit pan on. I hope to continue doing this series as I continue to hit pan on more things. I hope to clear a pan entirely. If I'm able to clear this butter bronzer entirely to the point where I can show you the whole pan, I will be so satisfied and I will never stop talking about it. So look out for that. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. That would be so meaningful to me. Thank you for that. Thank you for watching till the end. That's amazing. You watched till the end. That's so nice. Thank you. You should subscribe while you're here. I don't know. Turn on your notifications. Ring the bell. I don't know. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a super great day. Bye.